Hello, and welcome to our channel, Vedic Solutions, preparing for the coming of the Golden Age. And I'm your host, Harinama Chintamani. I heard someone remark the other day, well, my God is different than your God. How is that possible? By definition, God is the one from whom everything emanates. God is the one where no relativity applies. God is the richest, the most powerful. God is the most renounced. He's the most beautiful. He's the most wise. And in this world, we will find so many people with these qualities, these opulences. But God, a Sanskrit name, one of the thousands of names for God, is Bhagavan, one who is full in all the opulences. So by definition, there is no one greater than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one. So there cannot be two gods. If somebody said, well, your mathematics is different than mine. In mine, 2 plus 2 is 5. No. Whether you come from China, whether you come from South America, whether you come from Greece, 2 plus 2 is 4 all over the world, all over the universe. It is a principle. So the Supreme Lord is the same. One may have a misunderstanding about God, which so many do, but as Srila Prabhupada said, that comes from a poor fund of knowledge. But it is the same God. There is only one God. And the nature of the Supreme Lord is one of love, of compassion, pure goodness, everything pure to its highest level of excellence. That is the Supreme Lord. And those who represent the Supreme Lord are going to have small qualities, not small qualities, but quantity smaller than the Lord, because we're tiny living entities and the Lord is unlimitedly great. But those who represent the Lord in truth will in truth represent Him by their qualities of compassion, of tolerance, of patience, of righteousness, of religiosity. Now the question is, we have people killing in the name of God. So is that godly? Do you really believe that God is looking, smiling at those who are killing one another in His name? Do you think that's reasonable or unreasonable? It's unreasonable, isn't it? To think that God is smiling to see His children killing each other in His name. That's very sad. And it has been there throughout history, where people have so misunderstood what it means to know and love God, that they have killed and tortured others in the name of God. And it is still going on. Of course, some people kill and torture others because they are completely godless. But both are incorrect. Either to be godless or to misunderstand God and do things in the name of God that are not godly. So, in thinking about Thomas Jefferson and the Declaration of Independence, and that exquisite piece of writing that definitely was inspired by the Lord, it had in it foundational principles that are found nowhere more completely than in the ancient Vedic literatures of India. All men are created equal. There is no equality on the material platform. That equality exists only on the spiritual platform, that we are souls, part and parcel of the Lord, and that every soul is important. I'm going to ask you a question that may seem disturbing. Imagine Jesus at a slaughterhouse. Do you feel that Jesus would be unmoved by the cries of the innocent animals? No, he would not. He would not say to the owner of the slaughterhouse, "Oh yes, go ahead, push that button that will send all these terrified poor animals to their death. I agree with this. I sanction it." No. How many activities are being done on this planet now in the name of God that are ungodly, in the name of the representatives of God like Jesus that are ungodly? Isn't it interesting how we have, without thinking, sent so many billions of animals to their death, tortured them in many ways with injections given to them, changed their biology so we could get more meat. And now over these last few years, our biology has been changed. We have been given injections that are causing us great harm. So there is karma. There is karma for our actions. And it's very important that we understand what is pleasing to God and what the representatives of God came here to teach us, and to follow in their footsteps in a genuine way, a sincere way. There are many who are sincerely seeking to follow Jesus. And yet, although the Ten Commandments say, "Thou shalt not kill," how much killing is going on in the name of God? We even celebrate the day that so many say should be celebrated for the appearance of Lord Jesus in this world, that some feel is actually not accurate. But how do we celebrate it? By killing even more poor innocent animals. So there is a golden age coming. Right now, the planet is in a very serious situation where information is being unearthed about how demonic the agendas have been in the educational system, in the corporate world, in politics, all over the world, and how many have suffered. And all of us have a part to play in this planet changing and the coming of the golden age. There are many people, sincere people, very prayerful right now. And I would like to encourage all of you, please think deeply about this understanding of the soul. There is a soul in the body of every living being. And the path of Krishna consciousness, God consciousness, Christ consciousness is a path of understanding that God is in the heart of every living being. And Thomas Jefferson penned that in the Declaration of Independence. And this country is the last bastion holding out barely for freedom for the entire planet. And real freedom is on the level of the soul. And that's where real harmony will be as well. Because the United Nations has done nothing. Srila Prabhupada said, it is a different flag flying every year. And they all have their own agendas. Because they haven't understood that God needs to be in the center. And if we want to have a United Nations, God must be first. And then how we act toward one another is how we are wanting to please God. How we are seeing one another is in relation to God, as part of God. And we have so many deviant philosophies now taking people away from God. And what has that created on the planet, if not hell? So if we want to change that, then each of us has that responsibility within our own lives and the choices that we make. Are we acting in a way that is pleasing to God? Are we acting in a way that is pleasing to the representatives of God? So I leave you with those thoughts for now. And if you appreciated this offering, please take a moment to like and subscribe, share with others, and always feel free to write to us. We appreciate so much your emails. Please take the time to visit us at our website, purelyprabhupada.com, where you will find many of the wonderful books that Srila Prabhupada translated from the ancient Sanskrit into English to give this wisdom for the planet to change from the darkness that it has been in to the light that humanity can live in when understanding true spiritual scientific principles that are not based on speculation, that are not coming from some channeled entity, but that are true spiritual foundational principles given by the Lord Himself at the very beginning of creation that have really been kept from us for a very long time and are available for each of you. Please take advantage. Please. Thank you so much for listening. Hare Krishna.